It is week 8 here in the Chicago Bears franchise as we're here for this matchup here at the I was going to say in the Meadowlands, but this is MetLife Stadium as we are getting ready for a beautiful day here in the suburbs of just near the edge of the city of New York City, as the Giants will be in action here today, as we're taking on another NFC East team, as the G-Men are trying to get themselves a nice victory here today. They're currently 3-4 in the NFC East, and they're in last place of their division, ranked 11th in the NFC standings right now. So they were definitely trying to fight their way to try to get a playoff spot, as we're a couple of weeks away from seeing the first ever playoff picture coming up. But there you see they're currently on a 3-game losing streak, as they're trying to turn things around here for themselves, as they recently just lost to the Cowboys, Commanders, and the Chargers. They actually got blown out by the Chargers in week 7 there, 41-0. So they would like to try to, really, since last week, licking their wounds and trying to get themselves into getting a position here to really try to bounce back here this week. And of course they're going to have to try to do that against us, as we're red hot right now. We have not lost a game at all here this season, not to mention Caleb's been just playing just lights out here in many of these games, as he's been very successful. Last week, matter of fact, was his first time in the first 7 weeks, or actually the first 6 games of the last 7 weeks, that he has thrown an interception. So that's very very helpful for us. He has now 18 touchdowns and 1 interception for the season, so that's definitely a good number ratio for your touchdowns to your interceptions. As we take a look here at some of the numbers here from Kenny Pickett, and of course Singletary on the ground, and of course Pickett last week he was 9 of 22, 106 yards, 5 interceptions, and he was sacked in the game as well, as the Chargers did a great number on him in the pocket, and really making his day unstable and unrelying on his offensive line there. So Kenny and the offensive line are really going to have to get their things picked up here, because they're going to deal with a very tough Bears defense, as well, as we've been playing very well against a lot of good teams. And of course we had our game against the Cowboys where it was pretty high scoring there, but we were able to get to Dak Prescott a couple times there in that game. Singletary on the ground, 7 carries for 21 yards. Pickett tried to help out in the running game as well. He has 5 carries, had 5 carries and 18 yards in the game. And really none of the G-men receivers could really do anything in the passing game, as none of them got over 30 yards there. They're all under 30 yards in total when they came to the receiving yards for each of them. So that's going to definitely have to pick up there for them. Take a look here. We're going to talk about we got a little meeting here with the team, and we're talking about our strategy here for this game here today. As you see Johnson here, of course, talking about how we need to run the ball a little bit more. Of course, he's been getting a pretty good job here, stepping up here, as we have to try to. He wants us to run on the right-hand side, so he's been looking at game film leading in this game here today. And of course, there you see we got our 2 options there. Try to get Johnson 125 yards, or try to get him 2 rushing touchdowns. And I think for the most part here, I feel like we can get him 125 yards. He's already had a couple of 100-yard games already. Matter of fact, he had a 200-yard game just a couple episodes ago. So I think this week we can manage 125 yards. In some ways, I kind of feel like we should have went maybe with the 2 touchdowns, but I think if anything, I think we have a better shot at getting the 125 yards for the game for him. So we'll try to get the running game going here as soon as we possibly can. And of course, last week, a big week for Cole Clement, as he had well over 200 yards on the game. Almost had actually a little over 250 yards in the game, as he had 11 catches for 227 yards, and he is now upgraded to an X Factor development now. So he's an X Factor tight end for the Bears. So congrats there to him, and of course he had a touchdown there, and of course he's going to get some gain some extra XP here, depending on how many yards he gains, as well as his touchdowns. So we got a chance here to get him involved, or obviously he had a big deal last week. We'll try to see if he can continue that here in today's game. But I think for the most part here, I feel like we've been doing a great job of just kind of spreading the ball to everybody on the field. You see Singletary there. Coaches want us to kind of worry about the stopping him from the outside run there. So Devin Singletary, I think I've had him in a series before. I can't remember exactly what series it was, but he is definitely one of my favorite running backs for years past. I think it was it was the Buffalo Bills series. I think we had him in there for a short time there. But yeah, there you see Singletary. There you see his numbers as well for over the last couple of weeks there. So we're going to try to do our best to stop him in the outside run. Of course, Kenny Pickett's last week didn't do so well there. He's a star dev, 77 overall, and of course we're going to try to do our best to kind of copy and mimic the same kind of game plan that the Chargers did with him, and just really really upset him, come at him at different angles with different pressure situations, blitzing, and just make his time in that pocket just unstable, and just have him just kind of be lurking around cautiously, and then kind of not know where the next hit is going to come from on either side of the defensive line. So I think we were pretty successful in that. Julian Blackman, star dev here for the strong safety there. They're saying that we should go deep here today, and I think for the most part here, I think I would like to challenge that, but at the same time, since we're trying our best not to throw too many picks here this season, we've only threw one so far. I know it's one, but we don't want to get that momentum going for the secondary there. So I think we might end up doing more of a short to mid-range passing here this week against this pretty decent Giants ball club. And of course, most importantly there with the run with Johnson, trying to get him at 125 yards in this game. Dexter Lawrence is going to be a big problem for us. Of course, we've had him before when we had our Giants series a couple of Maddens ago, and we were very successful with him. Had a really great career in those years that we had him, and he did a great job. So this week we'll have to try to avoid him as best we can. There you see their injuries there, as Neal's going to be out for a strain pec or something like that. He'll be back next week for the Giants here. He's not going to be in today's game. So we'll get kickoff going here, as the G-Men will of course get the ball here first, and we'll see where this return is going to put him at, and it's going to put him around the 30-yard line for the start of the opening drive. So Kenny Pickett, of course, like I said last week, really hurting from they're hurting pretty bad when it comes to that 41-0 loss. I've had losses similar to that, but not as bad as that. So we'll see what Kenny can do here. And of course, former Pittsburgh, drafted by the I was gonna say Pirates. Geez. Drafted by the the Steelers. I've been playing a lot of baseball, so I do apologize. But with the Steelers a couple years ago, and now here in his first year here at the G-Men, we'll see a drop back here, throwing this one there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be enough there to get some yardage there for the Giants, as that'll be Robinson on the catch there. We'll see now 2nd and 4 coming up. Singletary will run this one, and he'll get that one. And he'll move the ball a little bit more here, as we'll see a 3rd and 3 coming up. Nice stop there from Dexter there on that play. We'll see now 3rd and 3 coming up here. Kenny Pickett's here. He's going to be running for his life here, as he has to throw this one away. So this drive is going to be stalled here at the 47-yard line, as they're in Giants territory here. And now we'll see what our Bears can do here today. So like I said, it's been a great season so far here. Let's continue it, as we have 2,054 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 1 interception here for Caleb Williams, and the former USC and, of course, former Heisman Trophy winner here. On his own 5-yard line here, handoff to Johnson, as he'll run this one there, and that's going to be a 5-yard carry for a 2nd and 5. Like I said, Caleb's been just pocket presence-wise here for him. It's been very helpful for him. It's been nice seeing him being more confident in the pocket, and we're hoping that it will continue on. And like I said, it all started from that Green Bay game that we had last year that we lost, that he did his best in that game, tried to come back, but came up short with by losing by a possession. Moore's going to get this one up the middle there. That's going to be caught there for enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for him, and of course he's had a pretty good go for himself here, as well as last week had 2 touchdown catches. He has now 6 touchdown receptions for the season, and he had 7 carries or 7 receptions for 73 yards last week, and I'd like to get him more involved in the offense as well. So we're getting to a 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Bears, as Johnson trying to run this one to the first down marker, but he's going to be stopped short there, as that's going to be a nice tackle there from the defense of the G-men. 3rd and 1 coming up, as we're at our own 29-yard line. As we'll see Cole Clement in motion here. Looking for that block there, and great job there as Cole Clement, very smart, reading that play very well, seeing where that lineman's coming. And, of course, Johnson able to get the first down there for us. So we're able to continue to move the chains here as we're trying to get out of our own side of this field here. As we'll see a play action. Williams here drops back here, finds Johnson. Johnson's going to get a nice reception as well. And like I said, we're trying to get him involved in not just in the running game, as we're trying to get him and of course Homer involved in the passing game as well, because we know that they're not the feature backs, they are backups, but we want to get them involved in the game, not just in the running game like we do with Swift, but we want to get them involved in the passing game as well, so we can find different ways to move the football here and just not be just kind of one-sided, one-directional with those two. As Curry is going to be off the field here. He has a pulled hamstring. High injury. He may come back sometime later on here in this later in the first half. But we'll go ahead and bring in a backup, as we'll see Johnson here coming out of the backfield here, trying to run this one there, as he'll get a gain of 2 on that play. Caleb was looking to see if, was thinking probably there was going to be a little bit more. We'll go to now a 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball in the midfield, as we'll see a handoff there to Johnson. Nice job there as he shrugs off the tackler, and he's going to go down there, but he'll be all right. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but if you take a look there, number 4 is in the game. That is Swift, and I don't understand why, because he's supposed to be injured. So I had to go in and make sure we made that change as we try to get that one to one of our offensive linemen is playing tight end there. And he ended up dropping it. So we end up putting the ball. We'll get back here on the defensive side of things as the Giants move the ball there very well. As that'll be Slayton there on the catch, as he'll get a first down there on that catch and falls down there on contact. So 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. And we'll see a nice tackle there from Baker, who's been doing a great job there for us ever since signing him in the offseason. Every single week he's seeming like he's continuing being involved in the tackles. Singletary there will get a nice carry there and get just enough there to get the first down, as Brister is talking some smack talk there to him. We'll get to the ball, the 42-yard line. Kenny Pickett drops back here, looks to the left-hand side, fires this one over there, and that is to Slayton again. That's a gain of 3 on the play. So now they're on their own 44. Kenny Pickett's in the backfield there along with Singletary. Drops back in the pocket up the middle there. That's going to be caught, and it's going to be by Robinson who gets the catch. And that's another first down here for the Giants as they move the chains now in Bear territory. They're on the Bears' 42-yard line, looking to try to, get the first points of the game here, as we'll see Slayton gets the catch, and he's going to be brought down there by Gordon on that one there, as he'll get a gain of 8 on the reception. Pickens he's looking more confident than compared to last week, to at least to the numbers here, as they, of course, they want to try to get that bad taste out of their mouth from last week against the Chargers, as we'll see the ball being tipped here. I'm sure the fans here in New York were probably very upset here last week when they played against the Chargers, losing that bad, as we'll see a stop there, and that's going to be a nice job there from Montez Sweat. The veteran gets there in time before his Singletary can make the get the first down. So they decide they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. We'll see Kenny Pickett throw this one off to Singletary. Singletary is going to be wrapped up and finally taken down there by another tackle as he tries to get his way to the first down marker, but he's going to be stopped well short there on that toss. And they'll, of course, be a turnover on downs. We'll see now, handoff now to Johnson as we get the ball here at their own, inside their own 40. As we'll see the end of the first quarter. No score just yet, but the Giants trying their best to play better football here today. And so far, they're looking very more confident, more on target here on a lot of their passes. We'll see if that will continue here in the second quarter. As for the Bears are still just trying to find their way up down the field here. As we see Johnson now pretty much sticking to the game plan right now. As they, of course, hand off there to Johnson as he'll get a short gain. We'll go to a 3rd and 3 coming up here. Ball on the 46-yard line here for the Bears. Hand off here from Williams as Williams hands off to Johnson. And Johnson's going to be met there. And he will not get the first down. Or no, he does get the first down. Never mind. He does get the first down there on the play. So ball near midfield here. 1st and 10. New set of downs there. So again, we see Swift out there, and I don't know why they keep putting him out there. I might have to change. I might have to go in the playbook or something and take him out. But as you take a look here, we'll see a nice thrown there, toss there to the tight end, as he'll get that one for a gain of 3. So, like I said, we're trying to stay our best in that short to mid-range. But, of course, if we see some mismatches or whatever, we'll try to take a shot down the field here. As we'll see Williams here drops back in the pocket, throws that one up to Roman Dunze, and Dunze gets a nice catch. As I believe that'll be his first of the day here, as he'll get a nice 1st and 10 for the Bears. Bears move the chains here again. As we'll see what they can try to do. Or actually, no, he drops it there. So, never mind. Take that back. It's now 2nd and 10 coming up. As we'll see a throwback, and we'll see a hit there by the defender against Williams, as Williams will come up short there on the play, as it'll be an incomplete pass actually. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Williams here again, drops back here, throws this one up to Roman Dunze, and Dunze this time, well, no, he does not hold on to it again, as he will drop this one. That's the 2nd drop now we've seen him here in this drive. As we'll get now to a 4th and 10 coming up. Williams convinced the coach to go for it here on 4th and 10. And we'll see a drop back here from Williams. Looks up here, fires this one, and finds his big dog, Cole Clement. As Cole gets this one inside the 10. They're going to mark him somewhere around the 7 for the first down. So nice job there getting the first down as we continue on the drive. Nice call there from Williams, as he is confident here for enough to, of course, keep his offense out there and believes in him. And we'll see a carry here, and we'll see a hold, actually, as Johnson gets the carry. But he is now the team's going to be brought back because the offensive lineman there holds. Okay, so Johnson now here has to try to get that yardage back as we hand off the ball to him again here at the 12-yard line. There'll be a 2nd and goal coming up here for the Bears. Bears should be in the end zone already by now, but they're going to have to try to go and try to get a little more closer here, as we'll see a nice stiff arm there from Johnson, as he is now 50 yards for the game, as he is looking stronger and stronger in each play that he is running. 3rd and goal coming up here, ball on the 4-yard line. Of course, you got the big boys on the line, and I imagine this one's going to be pushed up the middle here, as we'll see a handoff there to Johnson. Johnson trying to find his way into the end zone, but he is going to be stopped just 2 yards short of it. As we'll see a 4th and goal coming up here. We'll see what the Bears are going to do. They decide to elect to go for it here on 4th and 2. So we'll see. They're going to not go worry about getting points. They want 6 points instead of 3. Hand off there to Johnson. Johnson trying to go around the edge there, but he's going to be stopped. Nice job there for the defense. As the defensive, the middle linebacker there gets a hold of him. And that's a nice tackle as they get a turnover on downs. But now the Giants now have their offense now sitting on the, I believe the 2 or 3 yard line here. Kenny Pickett's going to have to be really smart here about this play and about this this position where they're at. So now 1st and 10 here on the 2 yard line here for the Giants. G-Man defense did a great job there, playing great defense there. And then you see their tight end, Johnson, who gets the catch there. Nice play there from him. Ball now on the 7-yard line here as the Giants here trying to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. We'll see a pass there by the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, and he's going to find his tight end. He's going to go all the way down the field. Bryant here trying to tackle him there. And that one's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The G-Men on the board. What a play there as the big tight end. Pretty decent speed for him, but good size as he's able to just brush off Byron as he was trying to wrap him up, but nah, it's nice stiff arm there. And Johnson will get a nice 93-yard play there. 2 plays, 97 yards, but a 93-yard pass play. And that is going to put him on the board here first. It is 7-0 here in New York. So now, Williams knows now he's got work to do here. 5:26 left here in the second quarter. Williams here off here. He's going to try to get down the field here and throw. But he is going to do that. He was trying to find Clement. And yeah, Clement was actually covered there pretty well. So now we go to a 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Bears as we'll see another run here. Williams here on the run, throws, finds Cole Clement. Cole Clement is going to get the catch, and he's going to get down all the way to the 29-yard line on that reception. Nice big chunk of yardage there through the air. As we'll see now here, 1st and 10, ball in the 29-yard line, Giants territory, and that one almost got taken away there. As that one almost got picked off, but good thing the linebacker did not have any hands there. So we'll go for it now here on 3rd and 10. We'll try to see if we can convert on this 3rd down. Williams here brought down. The ball's going to be fumbled. And that is not what we're looking for there on that play. As Smith is going to recover the football there for the G-Men. And the Giants, the New York Football Giants, get the possession now here on this fumble. As you see Caleb probably doing a little too much here on this play, but nonetheless, he was trying to make a big play here to get in the end zone. And the G-Men defense gets some field position now here for the offense. As it would be a 1st and 10 now here for Kenny Pickett. As Pickett throws this one up the middle there, and the receiver cannot come down with it. That'll be Johnson, the tight end, who had that big play earlier. And this time he's going to drop it because of contact. We'll see it now what they can try to do here on this 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, dropping back here. Kenny throwing this one up, and he is going to have to throw this one away. As that's a nice stop there from our defense. Good job there from Baker getting the force there. And now we'll see them punt the ball. So now 1st and 10 with 4:09 left. Not much time there on that drive there for the G-Men. As see here, Burns comes in off the right-hand side there. Makes a nice hit there on Williams for the incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Bears as Williams now drops back here, finds his tight end. A nice job there from Cole Clement. Hold on to the football, breaks the tackle, and gets all the way down to the 46-yard line for the 1st down. 1st and 10 here for the G-Men. 1st and 10 for the Bears, I should say. Williams here now drops back here, throws this one off, and that one off his back foot there, but he's able to find more on the catch, and that's going to be a huge 1st down for Chicago. Chicago now trying to get on the board here before the half. They have still 3 minutes and 4 seconds left here, and plenty of time. Of course, they have all their timeouts now, and just got to take their time here as we kind of got away from the running game here and trying to get more passing yards here. I think Caleb is kind of a little envious of Kenny Pickett right now. Kenny's been actually passing the ball very well, so we see a nice catch there from Roman Dunze, as that's going to be a reception there for a few yards. We'll see now what they can do here on this 3rd and 8. Try to convert here on the 3rd down, but a 2-minute warning is going to come up here for the Bears, as the Bears now have 2 minutes left here to try to get a score on the board here, and they don't want to go down by 7 before the half, so they got to be very cautious what they try to do here. So far here in the red zone, we have not been looking too good. And see a nice catch there from Cole Clement again. As we were trying to, get those numbers up for Cole. Of course, we're trying to see if we can get some extra XP for him as well, as he's been doing a great job there for us. We'll see what we can do here on this 1st and 10 after that catch there from Cole. Williams here, drops back deep. He finds Roman Dunze into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Roman Dunze finds his way into the end zone after having a pretty slow start here in today's game. He gets another catch there, another nice reception, finds his way into the end zone as he gets his 8th touchdown reception of the season. That's his first of the day, and the Bears are finally on the board here in the latter half of the second quarter. It is now going to be tied up 7 apiece here at MetLife. 8 plays, 86 yards, almost 3 minutes off that drive. And a nice drive indeed there for Chicago. We'll see what the defense can do here against Kenny Pickett. As Pickett's here now has a man in motion, 1st and 10. $1:09 left here in the first half. Pickett drops back in the pocket, looks to his right-hand side, throws this one there to Singletary as he comes out of the backfield there. And a nice stop and a timeout being called now by New York. As they're sitting now on their own 30-yard line here. They got some thinking to do. Pickett now drops back here after the timeout. Throws this one up there. That is going to go to Slayton. As Slayton gets the catch, and that's going to be at the 41-yard line. Slayton, of course, got a couple of good receptions here. He's actually being kind of quiet in a lot of ways. As soon as I say that now, he gets another great catch there. And gets him another first down. So they're trying no huddle here. Pickett now throws this one there. That's going to be caught there by Johnson, who's having an excellent day here today. Over 100 yards for him for the day. And, of course, in the end zone, as we see T.J. Edwards. He is going to leave the field here on his own power. Hopefully it's not too serious. We'll see now the ball at the 21-yard line. Kenny throws over there to the right-hand side, and he throws to Johnson again, and why not? Johnson, again, like I said earlier, he's been having a great day here. We got to start keying on him and try to find ways to double team him. As now Dexter almost got a hold of the quarterback now, and Kenny Pickett's going to go for that first down as he gets inside the 10. And we see now Edwards has broken ribs. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. That is not what we need right now when it comes, especially one of my personal favorite defensive players right now this season. Ball on the 8-yard line here. 21 seconds left here before the half. Kenny Pickett throws this one off to the side, over to the right-hand side. Finds his tight end again, and he runs out at the 1. Pickett's now trying to score here, trying to go up by a possession before the half. We'll see a quick pass there to his tight end. He finds his tight end again. Touchdown, Giants. As Theo Johnson gets another touchdown here today. This is going to be his 2nd of today's ball game. As he is going to get this one in here. Nice play there from him. And nice job there as they take 9 plays, 73 yards. And just about under a minute there on that drive. We'll see now Caleb Williams trying to go and try to at least try to get trying to tie here before the half as he throws this one away. I don't know who he's throwing to there. But he kind of threw across his body on that play. 9 seconds left here with the ball on the 30-yard line here. And this might be the last chance we'll see the Bears here in the first half try to tie this one up here as Williams here throws this up. That's going to be caught by Roman Dunze, and Dunze catches it. Timeout's being called. And we'll see where they're at here on the field. They'll probably, I believe they're in field goal range. But they're going to take a crack and a shot here at the end zone. As Williams here, backfield open. 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Looking for a deep pass here. Finds Roman Dunze, and Roman Dunze finds his way, and he gets into the end zone. Wow! What a play there from Roman Dunze. His 9th touchdown of the season. That is touchdown number 2 here today. And I'm telling you, this quarterback-wide receiver combination is just great. As these two are working very well for themselves here. And now they have tied it up going into the half. I didn't think this game was going to be this close, but nonetheless, the Bears are definitely showing that they're staying this fight. And same thing for the Giants. The Giants are really showing off, really trying to bounce back from that 41-point loss last week and trying to fight back this week in this one here. And we'll take a look here at some scores around the league right now. Lions still have not got a win yet. They're going against the Vikings here. It's a close one, 14-7 there, I believe, in Minnesota, or no, in the Motor City. Go to Kansas City here. We'll take a look here. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns there for him as they're in got a nice lead here right now, 24-10, as Richardson has now thrown a touchdown, but also 2 picks in that game there at Arrowhead. And then as for the Steelers and the Packers game, Brister, their quarterback right now. That game is tied 10 apiece there in the Steel City. But right now here at MetLife, this is actually a pretty good game here. It could be really anybody's game here. You see there from the highlights from this one here, a nice run there from Theo Johnson as he motors down the field here on that 93-yard reception. Gets a huge boost of confidence there for the G-men and the crowd getting into it. As we get now to the second half, I see Johnson here. Of course, we got to try to get 129 or 125 yards for him for the game. And, of course, he'll gain some extra XP as well for him there as well. As we'll get the ball, after that nice run there from him, we'll see now Homer going to do the same thing here as he runs this one off the right side there, as we've been told to run here today's game. Of course, we'll run over to the left side as well from time to time and up the middle. But so far, running on the right side here has actually been working wonders for us right now. We're going to keep doing that here. 3rd and 2 coming up. Try and convert here on this first down. Pass thrown there. That's going to be Roman Dunze. And so he gets another catch there. Another great day there for him. There you see he's targeted 7 times. Has 6 receptions, 106 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Let's see if we can get him back in the end zone again. Ball on the 39-yard line here in the G-men's territory as the G-men just swallow up Homer there on that play. Don't get much on that play there as actually lose 5 yards. So we'll see a 3rd and 15 coming up. Williams here drops back in the pocket here, looks up, tosses one up there. And again, this middle linebacker has just been on our butts. That is Olfeke as he gets that one there. As that's going to be another great play there defensively. Now we'll go for it here on 4th and 15. Caleb feels confident he can get this one and get the first down. Looking down the field here, zips this one there to Cole Clement, and Cole is able to keep his feet in bounds and gets the first down. Great play there. As I know, talking to the team here, they said, hey, we're going to take more opportunities here on these plays here, especially on 4th down. We're going to try to take more shots. If it makes sense and we feel confident enough that we can do it, we're going to try it. And so far, that's been the case here today, as we'll see now 2nd and 10 come here as we try to throw that one to Cole Clement. It was taken away, or actually batted away there defensively, as the G-men here putting their fingers on the football here. As we'll see Cole Clement finds his way into the end zone as they replay the same play that they did before that bat that ball away from him. This time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago, as Cole Clement gets into the end zone again. It's going to be his 2nd of today. And, of course, it's going to be his 6th of the season as Cole Clement and the Bears, 10 plays, 71 yards, almost taking 4 minutes off this current drive right now. Playing very well for themselves here in this one. As we take a look here at Kenny Pickett's day so far here, and Kenny, well, he's been playing pretty well. He has some nice touchdown pass. He had a nice 93-yard pass, and then, of course, he got that 2nd touchdown there right before the half to, of course, take the lead. But we came back, tied it up, and now we've taken the lead here now, and this will be their first drive here in the second half. So we'll see what Kenny can do here as we'll see the ball at the 26-yard line pass there. This one's going to be high and deep, and that's going to go up, and it's going to be Gordon as he gets the interception here, looking for some blocking here to get down the field and get this one to a pick 6, and he's going to get stopped at the 39-yard line. Nice return there from him. And now there's going to be an injury on the field here. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Robinson, the wide receiver there. He'll have to come off the field. So nice job there from Gordon. Does a great job there. As we'll see a pass here. This is going to be thrown up there to DJ Moore. And DJ Moore trying to tightrope the sideline there. He's going to get all the way down to the 7-yard line. And there you see Williams likes what he's seeing there from the veteran. So now the ball at the 7-yard line here for the Bears. 1st and 10 coming up here as we'll see a handoff now to Johnson. Johnson runs this one up the middle there, and he's going to get just stopped short of the first down or the touchdown in the end zone there. So now we'll see what they can try to do here as they have all the big boys on the line here. 3rd and 1. We're going to try to muscle our way with maybe with a fullback here in this situation. As you see, okay, again, they have Swift in the game. What is the deal? As we'll see the play clock being run down, and we're going to call timeout. This is why, and the real reason why I called the timeout here in this situation is like, okay, why is Swift in the game? Swift in the game. I don't understand that. Why they keep putting him in there. So I'm definitely going to have to go through the playbook there in the next game and make sure he is taken out. As we'll see a handoff now here, and a nice run there from Johnson as he's able to get the ball through the plane and finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown for Chicago as Johnson gets his 9th rushing touchdown here. He's getting close to 100 yards for the day. As we'll see, nice job there running this one there. They couldn't stop him that time around as he's able to find his way there. Nice run here. Nice drive there. You see rookie Hill showing some love there. And, of course, we haven't seen too much of him here in today's game either. He's in the starting lineup. He's starting today. There you see he's on that far left-hand side of your screen there on the defensive line. We're trying to get him involved in more opportunities here. I think next couple of games I may actually have him and Sweat switch spots for a couple of games. So we can get him involved in trying to get some rush or get some sacks and TFLs. As we see an interception by Edmonds, and Edmonds gets a nice catch there. He's taking this one back for a pick 6, and that is a touchdown for Chicago as the linebacker gets a hold of that football, reads the quarterback's eyes very well, and he's able to find his way into the end zone. Nice job there from the defense helping to score here, and that's what we've been seeing for the majority of the second half of last year. We've seen shimmers of it this season, and there you see it again here today. Nice job there from the defense, playing very well, and that's what we're trying to do in this series. Trying to bring back that monsters of the midway type of mentality here in Chicago. Nice catch there. Edmonds reading the quarterback's eyes, and of course Kenny Pickett throwing a pick here today. We'll see what Pickett can do now here as they get the ball back here on their own 29. And Singletary is going to be stopped, and he is going to be just getting about a yard, if that, on that play. Ball now on the 30-yard line here, 2nd and 9 coming up for Kenny Pickett. And that ball's going to be picked off again. This time it's going to be Baker as we try to take that one back for a pick 6. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Trying to hit the triangle button after I knew I caught it. I'm like, oh, why'd I hit that for? He was leaping, and then because if I didn't hit that second time there, I definitely would have been in the end zone there. But nice job there from Baker as he gets an interception there. That is his first interception of the season, and we get now great field position now for the offense here as we are going to get these guys set up for another chance to score here as the fans here at MetLife are booing the Bears here, or could be booing actually the G-men here in this situation. 35-14 in the ball game right now. Ball on the 20-yard line as they do an audible here. 1st and 10 for the Bears as they're in I formation. Williams here drops back in the pocket. Williams now scrambling here, looking for a block. Gets the first down, gets himself inside the 5, and they're going to mark him there at the 1-yard line. I made me nervous there because I'm thinking, like, please do not, whatever you do, if you're going to take a hit, please be able to absorb the hit and hold on to the football there, please. Do not, I repeat, do not drop the football here. We've already dropped the football once with him today. We're going to try to do our best to avoid that here today. As we'll see a pass there. Now, oh my goodness, he almost got wiped out on that play action. But he's able to throw this one to Cole Clement. Nice catch there for Cole. Actually, this is actually Cole's second of the day. I misread my notes here. This is actually his second of the day. As he gets now, this is actually first one we've seen earlier was actually his 5th. This one is actually his 6th. So he has 2 touchdown receptions here today, and he is now well over 130 yards for the day. 1st and 10 here after that interception. Of course, we took advantage of it, throwing a touchdown pass there. So see, that one's going to be completed. Nice catch there from Slayton as he gets to the 43-yard line of the Bears. 1st and 10 here after that pass. We'll see Slayton again on that RPO. And he's going to get a few more yards there, get himself at the 39. 2nd and 7. Kenny Pickett dropping back here deep in the pocket there, throwing this one there to his receiver, or to the tight end there, I should say, as he'll get a few more yards there on that reception. We'll see now, 3rd and 2, and they're going to run this one. They're going to be smart here as they find Singletary there. It gets enough there for the first down. So able to move the chains. We'll jump now to a 2nd and 10, and we'll see Singletary now has the football here again. A nice call there as the Bears were looking for the pass and got caught with their pants down as the run was being attempted. Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see Kenny Pickett's now up the middle there. That's being tossed there. Nice catch as Johnson gets a catch again. And he could be looking for his 3rd receiving touchdown here today's game. We got to stop that here from happening. 1st and 10. See a handoff there, and of course they're going to give it to Devin Singletary as he gets into the end zone. The veteran touchdown. G-Men. Singletary finds his way into the end zone. Nice play there. Nice. Actually, this was actually a pretty good drive there. They did a great job there of changing things up. 8 plays, 71 yards. Kenny Pickett's looked very, very successful on that drive there. So now, with 8 seconds left here before we get to the 4th quarter, we'll see what the Bears are going to do here as they'll hand this one off, and they'll, get stuffed in the backfield there as Johnson there gets taken out there by Dexter Lawrence II. Jeez, that's all I have to say. It's like we're trying to do our best to avoid him, and he gets us there pretty good. That's it for the 3rd quarter. It's 42-21 here at MetLife. The final frame here now coming up. G-Men have a lot of work to do here. They got to get some turnovers, and so far that looks like that's not being the case here, as the Bears have been doing a great job here with their possessions now and holding on to the football and making some pretty good plays, even taking some risk at times. 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 13 coming up here from Williams. Williams going to throw this one there. That's going to be well short of the first down, as it's going to be a 4th and 13. But you know what? They say, you know what? Let's go for it. So here they are going again here and now. They've been successful, I think, now 2 of 2 now of 3rd down conversions here today. We'll see how they'll do here today. Or maybe they're 1 for 2. I'm not for sure. But they've been pretty successful in taking those risks. As we'll see Williams throws this one up there to Roman Dunze, and Dunze finds his way there. Nice catch there from him as he gets the first down. There you see 8 targets, 7 receptions, and having a great day in the yardage as well. Over 120 yards so far here in today's game, as we'll see. Nice hustle there, but we're going to be well short of getting to the first down sticks. We'll see now what we can try to do here on this 3rd down. We'll try to see if we can convert here. 3rd down conversions has actually been pretty low here today. But we've been, obviously we've been taking shots at 4th downs here when it made sense for us. So now here we are, 3rd down. Let's see if we can convert here. And that pass, Roman Dunze gets sandwiched pretty well. And no chance on that catch at all. But they say, you know what? If we didn't try at 3rd down, let's try it on 4th down. So 4th and 6 coming up here. Again, the Bears taking some risk here, and why not? I mean, 42-21 right now. Even if the Giants would have to score, they still don't have enough time to get back in this ball game here, as Roman Dunze gets thrown that pass to him on that slant pass, and that's a nice catch there for another first down. 1st and 10 for the Bears as they move the chains. Ball's now at the 34-yard line here. Johnson running this one here as we're trying to get those 125 yards. And he is just around that 90 or so yard mark for the day, or maybe a little bit more than that. But nonetheless, here we're going to be short of. If we don't get him going here now, we'll be short of that. 2nd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 31-yard line. Handoff to the right-hand side to Johnson. Johnson going to be met up by a couple of G-men as they bring him down there, and that's going to be a stop there by the middle linebacker, Oflake, as he makes the stop there on Johnson. Now, 3rd and 5 coming up here. The ball on the 25-yard line. As we'll see a handoff here. We're trying to run this one up the middle there. And again, another nice hit there from another linebacker as they get the stop. And now, the question is, do the Bears go for it again? Well, You know the answer to that is 4th and inches coming up here for the Bears. As they probably going to try to run this one, try to maybe sneak one away with Caleb. Nope, they're going to run this one here. And oh, look at the stop there. Nice stop there. Of course, you know who that is. That is Dexter Lawrence the second, as he read that one very well. And he actually, if anything, I think he knew the snap count pretty well. As he just looked like bulldozing his way there, gets a hold of Johnson and makes a stop there, and that's going to force us to turnover on down. So Kenny Pickett there, 20 of 30, not a bad day for him. 269, giggity, and with 2 touchdowns here. We'll see what he can do here on this drive. 1st and 10 on their own 27. Pass there, going to be completed there. Of course, he's going to throw to his favorite target of the day here today. That is going to be Theo Johnson, who gets the first down. Ball on the 41 now, as we'll see Theo Johnson in motion, going from your left to your right side of your screen. Pickett drops back here, finds Johnson, and Johnson cannot hold on to it. As looks like Jalen Johnson finds him and says, "Nah, bro, we're done. We're done. You doing all this voodoo on us." As we'll see the reception there, that goes to Wilson, and that's going to be enough there for the first down. We'll see. Now we'll try to do again. They get another first down here. Ball on the 45-yard line now in Bears territory. And we'll see Theo Johnson again gets the football, as he has now 10 catches for 170 yards. Not to mention 2 receiving touchdowns in today's game. Ball now on the 28-yard line. We'll see now a jet sweep here now to Slayton. As Slayton will, of course, be stopped there. That'd be a loss of 2. Nice job there from Montez Sweat on the stop. Now with 4:15 left here for the ball game, play action. Kenny Pickett throws this one there, finds a tight end again, and he is going to get another reception there. A few yards on that play. Stevenson now messing with him. We'll see now a 3rd and 7. So we got to watch out here for Theo Johnson, but they're going to throw a nice a little back screen or a little. I would say it's an RPO, but more of a screen pass there. As Slayton there gets just short of the first down marker. 4th and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 29-yard line, man, and they do an audible here quickly. Pickett's dropped back. He throws this one there, and he's going to find his backup tight end there on the catch, as that's going to be now first down. They do no huddle. Kenny Pickett's now here rolling out here, goes up, finds, and he cannot bring that down. That is Slayton on the catch, and he just cannot bring that in for the touchdown. Ball still on the 15-yard line here. 1st and 10. Pass there to Johnson again. As the tight end now here is getting very close to 200 yards for the day. Pickett now throws this one there. He finds Theo Johnson again, and this time they throw to this on the left-hand side. And that's going to be marked at the 6-yard line. Nice tackle there from Gordon. Getting a little help there from his defensive pals. 4th and 1 coming up here. As there's less than 3 minutes left here, Singletary try to run this one there, and he does get enough there for the first down. Clock start ticking away here as they go no huddle again. Pickett's now drops back here. Pickett's going to be brought down finally by a defensive lineman. That is Dexter, as they get the sack at the 10-yard line. And we really need to find a way to stop all this foolishness that's going on with Pickett's right now. There's no huddles. 2nd and goal coming up here again. Pass there, this time coming out of the backfield there for Singletary. And Singletary just brushes off the defender, finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, G-Men, as he gets his way into the end zone. That's his 2nd time now in the end zone. First time getting a receiving touchdown here today. And it's going to be a 42-28 ball game. The hands team are going to come out on the field here as they're going to do an onside kick. And with 2 minutes left here, Chicago going to get their best guys out there, and they're going to. DJ Moore is going to recover the football as we get the ball there at the Bears 44, and that is pretty much going to be your ball game as we run out the rest of the clock. Chicago wins this one 41-28, I believe, is your final in this one. So not a bad day here at the ballpark, as Caleb Williams had 4 touchdowns here. He adds on to his total right now, leading in the NFL with most receiving touchdowns here for the season. Of course, unfortunately, when it comes to rushing yards here today, we fell really short of the 125 yards there for the day. And of course, there you see Theo Johnson, a big day there for him. He had over 200 yards receiving. He was targeted very often in this game, and he had a big, of course, reception there, 93 yards on that catch there we just seen there. One of their big highlights of the game. But overall, this was a great performance for us, and of course we did a good job there of really sealing the deal in the third quarter. Normally third quarters, we usually, for whatever reason, I always have trouble trying to score points and trying to, not necessarily blow out a team, but just trying to try to get some points on the board. Today we put up 28, so that was really nice. And of course, the second half, in the first half ending, was great as well, as Roman Duze got that touchdown there and helped tie it up in this one here. But there you see interceptions. There were 3. We were +2. We did have a lot. We did have a fumble, which did turn over to turnover there from Caleb there. But we won't worry about that. That's not a big issue. But the big number here today is 0 in that column there, interceptions. As I said, he has 4 touchdowns for the day. Threw for 395 yards on 23 of 38. Completed 60% of his passes. Kenny Pickett there, same, just about the same, 29 of 43. Completed about 65% of his passes there. Johnson, 32 carries, 92 yards, had a rushing touchdown. Singletary, 10 carries for 34 and a touchdown for him. Really nice day for Johnson, but man, I just wish we could have got that. I should have ran the ball a hell of a lot more than I did. But I was trying to get that passing game there because Theo Johnson really got me fired up. I'm like, oh no, we can't be having this tight end just, throw all over us, or catch this ball over us. But he had 164 yards for the day. For our tight end, we had 9 catches, 176 yards for the day. 2 touchdowns for him as well. Roman Dunes, 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for him on 6 catches. Moore had 4 catches, 64 yards. And then you see the rest of the numbers there for the receivers there for the Giants. As defensively here, Montez Sweat, our tackler of the day, 8 tackles for him, 2 tackles for a loss, and a sack. He has now 5 sacks for the season. Baker, 6 tackles, I should say. He had his first interception here in today's game. Edmonds, 4 tackles, TFL, interception, and a touchdown for him. His first defensive touchdown of the season. And, of course, Gordon, 3 tackles, interception, his second of the season there. And then as for Dexter, 2 tackles, a TFL, and his 4th sack in the season. So nice job there from our stars on defense and so on and so forth there. But not a bad day there for us. Like I said, I think our goal was trying to keep them under 17, and unfortunately we did not do that. But for the most part, they had to score majority of their points in the second half there. I mean, they scored for the second quarter they did. They scored 14 in that first half, and then they scored a couple more there in the second or in the third quarter, and really couldn't. Well, no, take that back. They did score something in the fourth. I think they scored a touchdown there in the fourth quarter there. So, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, we did a good job there. They should be proud of themselves. They didn't win this week, but they still got something going now. And I knew coming in this game after losing at 41 at home in front of that home crowd, especially in a high pressure city like New York, they're definitely going to try to come back and fight, and they did. Colcoman's going to earn an extra 10,000 in XP. Of course, 2 touchdowns. He's going to get a +3 in short route traffic and awareness, I believe. And then, of course, TJ Edwards, he's going to be out for 5 weeks with broken. Well, actually, technically 4 weeks because of broken ribs. Man, that really sucks. But we'll have to move on without him, and hopefully he'll come back stronger coming up in the next couple of weeks. Chiefs win their game against Indy 31-17. Other scores: Detroit still loses. They lose against the Vikings 20-17 in that one. Cowboys do not get another victory as they go two straight losses. Of course, they got defeated by the Commanders there, 24-21. Other action, the Broncos win against the Titans, 24-22. Jacksonville has been playing very well as of late. They do it again here as they beat the Raiders there in Vegas, 30-3. And then Eagles, Rams. Eagles win this one 34-21. Chargers defeat the Dolphins 24-17. Close one there in Tampa as the 49ers defeat the Bucks 24-21. And then the Thursday night game, the Falcons beat the Cardinals 31-9. So great week there. Hopefully your favorite team won their game in week number 8. As we get ready for week number 9, and yes, it's another primetime game. Yes, it's a Sunday night game back at Soldier Field as we're taking on the 6-2 Bengals. Coming up in the next episode, as Chicago put on their undefeated streak on the line once again, as we'll see how well they'll do here against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Who those Bengals? We'll find out coming up in the next episode. Also, we got a couple of player upgrades we're going to get to. And of course, we'll see if I can try to fix that damn thing about Swift, because I don't get it. Why he is still he's supposed to be hurt. He has a hip injury, so I don't know. But also too, we'll also bring I mentioned this, Montez Sweat and Danny Ford will actually switch spots in the defensive end positions. We'll see what Hill can do here in this game here on this Sunday night game between the Bengals and the Bears. So Bears fans, bear down because we're getting ready for another big primetime game on Sunday Night Football coming up in the next episode. So stay tuned for that and more. If you guys enjoyed today's video and of course enjoying the series so far, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And of course, don't forget to follow us over on our second channel here on YouTube at ESGNet Plus LP. There's a link down below for that, as well as links to that series over there with the Jacksonville Jaguars on Madden 25, the Mission Recondition series over there. So stay tuned for that, and of course, support that channel as well. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.